Hey everybody, Charlie Dobbins here, and the multifamily attorney for my weekly vlog. Just finished our coaching call. Great group of people. Let me talk to you about what happened on tonight's call. I had two students sharing about their particular deals and how the deals were going. One of the things is a student there has a website where she's purchased Google AdWords that help people, sell your apartment fast, cash for your apartment, that type of thing. And she's done very well with it. We've been taking a look at some really interesting deals that she gets off of that property. Now, the thing about it, and she wrote this email that I'm going to read to you right now. It'll really give you a flavor for another potential market that you might want to think about. Now, I've got to do a little bit more investigating. I'd love to be able to figure out how we can identify these types of opportunities before they really exist or potentially exist. But I'll read this to you, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about, because there were two cases like this on tonight's coaching call. She says, most of the people that come to my website are looking to sell their property fast. They fall into three categories. Number one, landlords, mom and pop shops, little small properties. Number two, probated property. And then third, inherited property. People die without a will, and the family gets the property they don't want. Next, there is a will, and the family members get the property they don't want. People think it's a great idea that they're going to leave their property to the children or other family members. The property generally has a lot of deferred maintenance because the people were old, the owners were old, and they just couldn't keep up with the property. So a lot of this property gets deferred. And therefore, one of the reasons they can't sell is because the buyer can't get a mortgage because the property is non-performing. Or a high number of vacant units that they cannot rent because they would have to fix it up. Often they do not live in the same state where the property is located. Let me tell you something, folks. I'm in the same situation, but my father recently passed away. My father-in-law recently passed away. Both of them had a lot of real estate. And, in the case of my father-in-law, he set it up so that all the children would manage the properties. Well, guess what? They don't want to manage the property. They'd much rather have the cash and go on with their lives. But he thought this was the way to do it. And, hey, he can do it any way he wants, but this is something that you hopefully will have this problem someday in your life, and you'll figure out how to do it. But other people, it creates an opportunity for people like us to find these types of deals. In this particular case that she's working on, that we're trying to get this deal into contract. This woman inherited these buildings. All of her siblings live in other states. She has no interest in managing these properties. As a matter of fact, when the properties went vacant, she didn't even want anybody to know. She didn't even want to advertise it because it created work for her and her siblings share alike. So why am I working hard for them? This is crazy. Her parents managed them as a side business to their construction company. When the father and mother retired, this was great little income for them. And when they died, it went to their children, and they do not want it. So this is another opportunity for us as investors to get out there and see. First off, the way we do it is we try to figure out what the best way to find these deals before anyone else does. This particular student, she's got certain keywords that she uses, does Google AdWords. And she's located up here in the Boston area, and these properties are all over the country, and it doesn't matter to her. She'll go out and take a look at them. So that's what we talked about on tonight's call. We had a couple of clients that were exact situation where as a matter of fact, in these two cases, both families owned a construction company and passed away. So that is what we dealt with today, and it's a great way to make it happen. Now we got to figure out how we're going to get these deals financed, because some of these are non-performing. We can get it solved. We just have to figure it out. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping in on my vlog, and I'll see you next week.